Hello, welcome to my channel. So my first video will be uploaded here. I'm at work, so hey guys, hey weirdos, what's up? So before I start this video, we're gonna breathe in, breathe out. Let's see what we. Anyway, today's January 3rd. This is kind of like a diary for me. Today's my mother's birthday, and basically I wanted to talk about some things about her. I wanted to talk about her spirit, what we used to do, what we used to talk about, stuff like that. So January 3rd, 1955. She would hate me if I said her real year, but I did. That's the year she was born. She died May 25th, 2013, of a heart attack. And throughout those years that I've been without her, I basically have realized that one, she's probably, she left for a reason. The shit that we are going through right now, I don't think she wasn't be feeling it, none of it. Just in 2012, 2013, or further back, like that was the simplest time, nothing was so overcharged with the internet, I guess you would say. And I feel like, she wouldn't have liked it. And then the way churches are going, we got Jamal Bryant. My mama never had a Facebook. Never had a Facebook. We never really took pictures. That's why I'm not really a photo person now. We was never that type. I only have a couple of pictures of her that I could keep dear to me. We are writers. So to get to know my mother would be to read her journals. She was very in touch with God. She loved to read, daily words. She would get up every morning, 4:00 in the morning, and get on the prayer line with her friends, and they would look up scriptures and stuff. And I still to this day feel that helped her walk through life. God was brought to us for hope. You know what I'm saying? And people who have the most faith in God have the most hope that things will change. And I feel like if you are really in tune with the Lord, you're happy, you're hopeful, and I think this time in 2020, 2019, all of those things that have been going on, my mother's hope probably would have been hurt or hit, just like sometimes my faith or my hope is sometimes hit. And I think she lived in her time, because this world right now is not for the faint of heart. It's not for people to love and care about you. These people are just here. Some people, I'm not saying all, some people are just here to go and ruin people's lives and move on to the next life. So, I don't know. But, she passed away, and after that even though I was 24, 25 at the time, it felt like I was a kid losing their mother. I felt like an 8-year-old. I felt like a 4-year-old losing her mom, because I'm the only child. Sorry about that. I'm the only child. She was my best friend. I would tell her about everything. Those mothers that you could say, man, I want to have sex. And she would just say, well, go have some. We were that type of people. We would talk about everything. She, on the other hand, now one thing that she did not tell me until I found out myself after she passed was that she didn't like to see me hurt. So she didn't really like who I was dating at the time, but she didn't know the situation. So I would say, she was afraid for me, or she didn't want me to go down that path she didn't know about. So I don't feel, after my mom passed, about my sexuality, she didn't understand it. And that's fine. But she, at the end of the day, she might not wanted to hear about who I was dating, but the fact of the matter is she knew. And the fact of the matter that if I did come to her with the conversation about who I was dating, it was no problem for her to sit there and listen, regardless of how she felt. And that's what a mother is. Although in the beginning, I will not say she was on my side. She threw the Bible at me in the beginning, but my mother knows me. She knows her daughter. So if I told to her, this is what I'm going to do, and there's nothing that you can do about it, she knew I was serious. So at the end of the day, if she knew that this was not something I'm playing with or something that I didn't like for real, and I was just joshing with her or joshing with the world, playing with the world, she would have been like, oh girl, please. She would have knew. But my mother knew me, and she knows that if I'm serious about something, I'm going to do it. And I was serious about fucking women, okay? I was serious about having a relationship with women, and that's just where when she understood. She might have not understood why or where she went wrong, but she understood that that's what I wanted. Now, as far as I did, when she passed, I read some of her journals, and she had, some issues with me, and which is kind of like when somebody talks about you behind your back and then they die. It's like, damn, she really felt that way. I wonder why she didn't tell me, because I'm her child. She might have said it, but I'm her child. I wasn't listening. And I just want y'all to understand, listen to your parents. They might not say, some parents they don't know everything. True enough. Listen to them anyway. You might get a jewel out of what they're telling you. You don't have to do what they say. You're grown. But just listen. Make them feel like what they're saying is important. You want them to understand you. You want them to get you. Why you just won't listen to them? They've been through things before you. So that's, I've learned that. I was like everybody else, unappreciative, ungrateful. My mom was everything. She did everything. I called her for everything. So when you don't have that, it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. Parents say they don't like to bury their children. Well, I guarantee you, it's supposed to go down like that, where you burying your parents, but that shit don't feel good. Especially when you're the only child. You're alone. My mother had siblings, but they weren't close. I was alone. My mother had a husband. He had 12 brothers and sisters that didn't like my mother. Hell, he didn't like me. So what you think was going to happen to me? I'm abandoned. The word orphan, even though I'm grown, it still sticks out to me. Orphan. My dad is dead. My mother's dead. All I got is me. And the family that I create. So, when you have your mother, I just want to let people know that when you have your mother around, when your mother's there, she's there. Think about that. She's there. I didn't appreciate it until it was gone from me. Yeah, I was called, I lived with my mom at the time of her passing, but I didn't spend a lot of time with her because we lived together. But I wish I would have spent more time with her because of the result. But at the same time, you can't predict what the future holds. You have to just love them while they're here. Appreciate them while they're here. Stop talking to them reckless while they're here. Because you're not going to understand until they leave what that means. You disrespect, that's going to eat at you. Do you know that some of the things that even before she passed, or even before anything, that still is on my mind. All the disrespectful things I've ever done to her, it's like brand new. Every trip that we've ever taken, that's brand new to me, because I don't have those memories anymore. We're not going to make new ones. All I have is what I've had. So I just want you guys to understand that when you have someone, when you love someone and someone birthed you, that's a connection. I was at home. It was 2 days before she actually passed. My mother went to work. The end of the day, she worked all day. Then at the end of the day, she's going home. She dies at her job. Or she has a heart attack at her job, and eventually. Then I get a call from my stepdad. He's at the hospital already. I'm at home. Your mom's heart stopped. What are you gonna do? No car? You gonna sit home? I got on a bicycle. I rode, basically, I think I rode 5 miles from my mom's house to the hospital. I'm the only child, guys. Nobody was coming to see me. And then nobody was coming to get me. I just knew it was over. I wanted everybody out of the room. I had everybody clear the room. I made my peace with her. And I just really want everybody to understand that when you have your mother, it's your duty to, I'm not going to say it's your duty, because parents fuck up, and all parents don't know. There is no book, guys. There is no book to tell you how to be a parent. All the parent knows how to do is love and care for you. That's it. That's all they know how to do. The way they did, or whatever they pick up. Don't punish them for how they know how to love. Just accept it and grow from it. You don't have to be them. You just love them. That's it. And I wish to God I had her back with me. I wish to God. But then that would make me selfish. Because I just want her here for me. So I feel like she wasn't happy with her life, really. She wasn't happy with her husband, really. She was happy with God. So if that's her goal, to make sure she made it into heaven, well, I think she made it. And I think she's at peace. And I think she's with my grandma, keeping me afloat. That's what I think. So I just want you guys to understand that we all fall short, but it's up to us to get back up and do what we need to do to be successful. So I made her a promise and to make her proud. It might have taken me a while, but I'm going to do it. And with the help of you guys, I will succeed. So I just want to tell my mother happy birthday, and that if she was here, I will be calling her a senior citizen. She'll be, I think, 60 something this year. Well, no. Yeah, 62, I think. She wasn't feeling those ages. She was hiding that bad boy like it wasn't nothing. One time, my mom passed out, y'all. Let me tell y'all this story before I go. My mom passed out. We used to work together. They called me and said, "Girl, your mama in the back of the ambulance." So I'm running out there. Let me go check on my mama. So I go out there. These people asking her age. They was like, January 3rd. What's the year? she trying to add and subtract so she can be a cute age. Girl, boo. I looked in that thing. She kept her age from me all my life. And that day she got sick or she didn't feel well and passed out, I found out her age. And I said, Mama, you done lied to me this whole time? And everybody was busting out laughing but her. She didn't lie like that. But thanks for watching, weirdos.